Nipponbashi. Hopefully this is working. Let me get this set up. Ooh, I said I was gonna fix this. Ooh. Good afternoon. It is early in the afternoon. It's about 1 in the afternoon Japan time. And today I was going to go look at some flowers, but unfortunately the weather does not look like it is going to hold. So what I'm gonna do is instead I'm gonna go down a different road from where I went last stream. Ooh, I'm about to drop out of my gimbal. Here we go. Let me get this gimbal sorted real quick. I didn't realize the gimbal was in the shot yesterday. So, like George Hoppe says, here we go. So, we are currently at the Tanimachi Rokuchome, Kyuchome, and we're gonna take a little walk down to Nipponbashi and down one of my favorite roads that I've gone to several times. But I saw that John Dobb was on and he's talking about shopping and money right now. So I'll have to check that out later, but this is Tojiji. Shrine. You just gotta love those in the middle of the city. George, I hope you are doing well today, and everybody else. We just got done having a serious downpour of rain these last couple of days. Yesterday was pretty nuts. All is well. I just saw that the 7-Elevens are having an Okinawa fair. So I may have to go to 7-Eleven and try some Okinawan food. Or what 7-Eleven says is Okinawan food. I've never been to Okinawa. It's on my list of things to do, but just haven't had the chance yet. So still one of my favorite parts of Japan is the shrines and temples that are just in the middle of the city here. Oh, your cousin used to live in Okinawa. That's cool. I think family was stationed there, or lived there for work or by choice. Here's a, I think there's a shrine. Oh, temple. But this says Ikutama-san. And this is the koban, or police box, for the Ikutama area. It's a very nice shrine. Like someone else has come to shoot some pictures. I see a tripod just sitting out. Yeah, just a little inner city. We'll have to come back one day because today's stream is going to be a short one. I'm just on my way home, and I don't know if you can see those clouds, but the rain is a-coming. And I did not want to have to run in the rain. It always seems like I picked the worst shoes for the worst day, but I try to rotate my shoes, and the shoes I have today have no grip on them, so a rainy surface would not be good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to skip the flower viewing today at the Asakayama, and probably tomorrow if it's not raining. I will try to make that happen. Up here, because there's a series of really fancy love hotels, adult temporary stay places, and I don't want to hit anybody when they're on. Here's a back entrance to this temple. Hello everyone that has shown up. Today we are walking along this temple and graveyard road. I've walked here a couple of times, but I really like this Saka or hill, and there's a lot of nice architecture and temples along the way. This one here especially has a beautiful outer garden. The structure is just really clean, and Ginsanji over here has a nice garden. But of course they have to have the warning, this is not for cars. You would not want to get your car stuck on this hill. I did see a car, so someone has to have done it, but it's just the nice little things that you find like this, like these flowers, and they smell great. Growing some okra. Looks like today's signal is doing okay. So lots of Osaka or gravestones here, and both sides of this road, temples that have burial sites and Osaka all through them. So this is actually the beginning of the east side of Nipponbashi. As soon as I started down the hill, the sign changed from the Ikutama area to Nipponbashi. to just cross up here in a minute. I want to see if this pizza place is still open. I wanted to go there for like 2.5 years and then I never ended up going, and I kind of regret not taking the time. Also seems like my gimbal is off, so if it's a little slanted, I'm sorry. You're a fan of the architecture. No idea why that is doing that. Hopefully on the ultra wide it's a little easier to see. Over here we have shuka soba, or ramen as it's known today.
We are Japanese television. We collect this area. Why do you come here?
I live here.
Oh,
Yeah.
here?
もう大阪。
あ、大阪に。
そうそう、もう長い。
あ、そうですか。今は何をしてたんですか？
外国人にちょっと大阪の面白いこと見せたいと、関西特に何かあると食べ物とお店の。
ちょっとだけインタビュー OK now。今ビジネス中ですか？
そうそうそう。今やってる。はい。
またお願いします。
ありがとうございます。はい、頑張ってください。
失礼します。
はい。So, yeah, gimbal doesn't want to go for a walk. It seems like it. I don't know if I should have said no to that guy's interview or not, but yeah, it's very hot today. It's 22, but it's like 100% humidity, and I actually had kendo practice yesterday, and boy was that hot. It was really hot. Digital fanboy, hello. We are almost to the top of Nipponbashi. Yeah. I'm from North Carolina, so this is like actual normal weather for me. I saw the other day Luke was making a video of Nomadic Gaijin, and he was in shorts and t-shirt, and then Daniel and Yuka, they were in shorts and t-shirt. I'm full on long sleeve shirt, jacket, trousers. I've got on 2 layers underneath. It is still considered late spring in Japan, so it is not time for that yet. Now we're entering Shoe Road, where a bunch of these stores all in a row make or sell shoes. It's really weird, hard to explain. I think I've probably done a live stream from here 3, maybe 4 times. I don't know. I was really hesitant to do that at first, but I noticed that TE, Tokyo Explorer, he does it all the time. Walk in the same places still. It is, isn't it? So, Digital, how are you doing today? Thanks for dropping by. Shoe shops, particularly like old lady shoes. Hey bud, you're just walking next to some really loud equipment. Hope you are doing well today. Like I said before, here are some of those shoe shops. Looks like the pizza place I wanted to go to is closed right now. So I guess I will have to come back. I think they don't open until 2, so I'm a little early, but it's some Japanese geta, or traditional Japanese shoe, waraji, more women's shoes. Now I'm starting to get a little sweaty. Unfortunately, the walk that I was looking at doing with Lidl, he's just getting super busy, so I don't know if we're gonna go do it. So I may have to do it by myself. Yes. Oh, that's some Kimetsu no Yaiba style slippers. Crazy. Is there a part of Osaka like Akihabara? Yes, that is actually where I will be walking through in just a couple minutes. So the Akihabara of Osaka is called Denden Town. Den means electricity, denki. So it's the electronics district. And I've heard they've tried to change the name, but as far as I know, they haven't. So we'll get up here and then see if any of the signage has changed. I have to be careful. Oh, here's a mega hot spicy chicken, if that's your thing. And I pointed this out every single time I've come by it, but this is dashi, or fish broth in a bottle. It's 700 yen, or about $7 a bottle, but just kind of weird. So this is Sakai Suji, and goes up to North Osaka and comes from down, but this south section is what's called Denden Town, and this is the electronics district of Osaka. So I'm going to have to try to be careful because several of these shops feature artwork that is not exactly age appropriate for everyone. So the MSI shop is near here. This is a repair shop. A lot of these buildings were actually taken over and remodeled to be hotels for Chinese and Southeast Asian tourists. But since the tourism has died due to everybody knows what, then a lot of them have had to shutter down and close. But random tool shop. A lot of these are just for supplies or parts. And like here's the MSI gaming shop, and I almost bought my graphics card from here, and then I ended up getting it somewhere else. But kind of wish I had bought that one. I could have sold my other one. We're now getting into the range of all the Gundam shots and action figures. So this place specializes in Gundam models. The Yu-Gi-Oh card center, and in the back there's a PlayStation. We'll walk down to the end section of this street and then come back up and through and just try to dodge the maids. A lot of anime goods. I won't lie, I have eaten at this McDonald's many a times. Not recently, but in the past. If you're interested in ever getting a costume or some like clothes related to Japanese anime, this is a better one. This north side of Denden Town is much more family friendly. As you get closer to Shinsekai, a lot of the first floor shops become adult related, and even up here some of the second and third stories have adult related content. Shop that sells cameras and hidden cameras. Actually, NMB, which is a like AKB group, their studio is just over there, and they have a secondary one, but a lot of the maid cafes and stuff are in here. And this is A2, which is a place to get used games and international games. I first moved to Japan, the Xbox 360 had just come out, and that's where we had to go to get games. Amazon did not import them at the time, and there was nothing like Play Asia or anything, so we constantly had to check back to see if they had new games and whatnot. I think we ordered like 7 copies of Halo Reach in one go. So this road just continues on and on and on, and on either side is shops and electronic shops, and actually these side roads are full of clubs and host bars, and like that sign over there says it's a LED factory shop, so you can custom LED stuff made, signage. This top side of the street is a lot more game and anime related, but as we move down into here, we have like a CD shop. You know, if you're into records or CDs, you can pick those up and really enjoy them. This is my favorite computer shop that I buy stuff from, and I've gotten a lot of equipment from them. They're not always the best price, but they are really good at customer service and quality. So they maybe have third-party stuff, but it's usually really good third-party stuff. We're gonna make our way back to Namba so that I can get home. More random tool shops. Yeah, man, there are actually this way lots of vinyl shops. My friend that does music, he actually got his band's stuff printed on vinyl, single side, but it was a cool little gift for like longtime supporters that they could have a vinyl print of his CD. Little I'm actually gonna go on this road. It's weird to think that for years and years and years I came here and there's still so many little side streets I've never walked on. I had a friend that lived over toward here at one point and he loved it. Yeah, that can be a problem. Is way cheaper here apparently than it is in other countries. And I have a friend that wanted me to get some for him, but in the amount that it would cost weight-wise to ship the Burtons to him, he would be better off just buying it in America. Have I ever seen shops that sell stuff like Seiko? Yes, there are lots and lots of watch-related shops. But the actual Seiko store is in Shin Saibashi, I think. I wear watches that don't make any noise. I'm a big Fossil fan. I like nautical themed watches. So this is another. This is the Pasokon Kojo, like the computer graphics place, and I bought lots of computer stuff from them too. Probably half of my computer came from them and half came from another one. So this is that same shop, but this is for their used and maybe misplaced or overstocked items. So at nighttime, this section of road is completely packed with people. There's everything that you can imagine. This is a really good Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh shop. I'm really big into Magic. Caracas is the local kebab place. It's really nice. I've had many a kebab here. I like the spicy and yogurt flavored one. So right now, like, you can see that there is not a ton of Postmates, like this girl on the left in a Lolita costume, or the fake schoolgirl over here, but give this like another 2 or 3 hours and you won't be able to walk more than like a couple feet without one on either side of the road. And this is like the new big like hotel cafe thing. It's weird, but super popular. This meat place here is really cool. On the 29th, they have a Nikyu event, and you can get meat for really cheap because meat in Japanese is niku. This road has a bunch of Magic the Gathering shops on it, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Oh, so here you go. I don't know if you're here right now or you get tenant, but second floor is records. You can pick up some vinyls. They got some vinyl outside. I hope you can see that. George Lopez. But this is SoftMap, and SoftMap is a big chain of electronic shops, but they turned their whole bottom level into esports, and they had, it's like an esports lounge, and all the Japanese teams are represented and stuff, but they sell everything. Is there a map on the outside? Yeah. So I've come here to look for stuff, but because they're so name brand, even their used stuff is pretty expensive. So they have like gaming, computers. This is all used stuff, including cameras. They have TVs and used TV games. Then it's up into Blu-rays and other stuff. And then they have an event center on the 8th floor. Oh, it's funny you mentioned older media. Today I was at work and there's an older guy that was doing stuff on the computer, and I couldn't figure out what he was doing, and he was actually saving things onto diskettes, and he was trying to connect his USB diskette drive. This is the Shanghai Donya, and they sell a lot of things that are imported from China, computer parts, so it's sometimes cheaper, but sometimes the quality is a little hit or miss. But they are really good if you're looking for used stuff. A lot of people bring in used video cards, monitors, computers here, and if you're trying to get a discount on something used, you can do that. You can walk this way. If you're somebody who's into Warhammer, here's the Warhammer Clubhouse. It won't be open until 3, it says, but all of these shops are manga and cards, and if you ever have a day off, you can come play cards. Several of these shops here have really awesome card centers. Oh wow. Looks like there's a new udon yasan. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. This is Big Magic, which is actually only Magic the Gathering. Been to a tournament there once. This is the this is like a beef restaurant, and this is the Tinker Shop, Namba, where they sell male-oriented self-care and pleasure devices. Is that, I don't know if that makes sense, but it is an 18 and over only shop. If we cross to this side of the street over here is the Shotengai, and the Shotengai is all dedicated to cooking stuff. So pots and pans and everything cooking related. I think there's a lot of options with what you can do with that product if you visit that shop. I have never been into it because even as like an exploratory venture, just to see, mainly because I worked at a public elementary school and middle school for a long time, as well as public high school. So even if I left work early to come, there might be a chance that a student would see me. So I could not risk being there. Even the, what's it called? The game shop that I showed you, A2, they sell games, and then upstairs on the 4th or 5th floor, they sell adult media, games and movies. And if they saw me leaving that shop with a bag, there might be questions. So, oh man, it's the Monster, guys. You see that? I don't drink Monster, but you know, I take one. So maybe they have a new flavor. Is that what this is? Oh, so this is the mango fruit, 11% fruit juice Monster energy drink, and they apparently are starting the sale of that this weekend, so this month. So I don't know if you guys have had a mango Monster before, but anyways, I think this is where I cut it. Thank you very much, guys, for joining this video from Nipponbashi to Namba. I hope that you have a great week and weekend, and if I shoot a video tomorrow, I will let you know. Keep an eye out for the plum viewing video that I made with Lido, and also some things coming up about studying Japanese as well as learning hiragana. And I will have a video somewhere over here, and YouTube will tell you what you need to watch. But thank you very much for joining me for things that can be found in Japan. Mata ne. Bye bye.